So you've got to core through a wall. I've now got a core through here because this is where my shower waste is going to go. This is going to be a wet room, which means I've got a core through here, tight against this subfloor, but I am below the damp proof course, so I know already it's going to be an absolute pig. I do have a core drill, so it's made for the job, but nevertheless I know it's going to take me quite some time to get through that. I wouldn't even consider going through this wall with an ordinary drill, because you're just going to burn the motor out in no time. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put the extension piece on. The advantage of having the extension piece is you're less likely to nip this when it's rotating in the wall. If that was straight up against the drill here, this core bit was straight up against the drill here, the slightest little movement of your drill is going to cause it to nip. Where if it's got an extension pole on it, it's a little more forgiving. It's still going to nip, but it's a lot more forgiving. We're going to check the core pieces, so it's not just the depth this way. We want to check if it's got enough teeth on it, but it's the thickness this way, because they quite often wear down the sides before they do the length. And if they're too flush against this piece of metal, it's just not going to work. You're going to nip it constantly. I'm going to stick the drill bit in the middle first. So what that will do, that will just guide it into the wall. And once we've got in the wall a good 10 mil or so, we'll remove this and it'll make our job a little bit easier. Right, as you can see, I'm about 10 mil into the wall now. So I'm going to remove the drill bit, and your core set will come with one of these. It's like a little wedge. You just wedge it into here like that, and give it a sharp tap, then you'll remove this drill bit. There you go, pop straight out. Just clear out any dust and debris that be caught in there, because that can quite often cause the blade to nip. Got it? Well, I'm through. Now actually that was a lot easier than I thought. Normally we're going underneath the damp proof course here, so the wall is soaking wet, which means your blade nips constantly. But it didn't this time, so I'm lucky that the wall is nice and dry and we're right through. But I do believe I'm slightly below the soil on the outside. Well, there's me hole. But before you start coring, it's probably a good idea to check what's on the outside first, in case you've got any gas pipes or water mains or electrical cables running up the side of your house. In this case there was an oil pipe, which I just pulled off the wall to give me a bit of clearance. I'm going to have to put this back somehow. Hopefully that will sit on top of the pipe. Now if you've done any coring before, you'll know that it's a nightmare to separate these pieces again afterwards.